Emma, have you ever felt like you're talking, but nobody is really listening? Like, you're saying something important, and the person in front of you just nods absentmindedly while checking their phone?
Oh, all the time. It's frustrating. Sometimes I feel like I'm invisible in conversations. I'll say something, and the other person just responds with a completely unrelated topic.
Exactly. It's like they're just waiting for their turn to speak, not actually listening. But you know what? I recently read that sometimes we're the reason people don't listen to us.
Wait, what do you mean? You're saying it's our fault?
Not always, but sometimes, yes. There are certain things we do that make people tune out, even if we don't realize it.
Okay, now I'm curious. What are these things?
Well, first, one of the biggest reasons people stop listening is when someone talks too much about themselves.
Oh no. I do that sometimes. Like when someone tells a story, I immediately jump in with my own experience. I think I'm relating to them, but maybe it sounds like I'm making it all about me.
Exactly. It's natural to want to share, but if we only talk about ourselves, people feel like we don't actually care about them. A simple fix? Ask more questions and genuinely listen to their answers.
That makes sense. What else?
Another reason? Lack of confidence. If someone speaks in a hesitant, unsure way, it's harder to take them seriously.
Oh yeah, like when people use too many and maybe or talk too softly.
Exactly. If you don't sound confident in your own words, why would someone else believe in them?
So the key is to speak clearly and with conviction. Got it. What's next?
Interrupting too much.
Oof. Guilty. Sometimes I get so excited that I jump in before the person finishes talking.
Same here, but it makes people feel unheard, so they stop listening to us in return. A good trick? Wait for a short pause before speaking, like a 1-second rule.
That's a great tip. Okay, give me one more reason.
Monotone voice. If someone speaks in a flat, emotionless tone, it's hard to stay engaged.
Oh, like those boring teachers in school who just read from the textbook without any excitement?
Exactly. We need to add variety to our tone. Change pitch, use pauses, emphasize important words. It makes a huge difference.
Okay, so we know why people tune out. But how do we make them actually want to listen?
First, be concise. Get to the point. People have short attention spans, and if you take forever to say something, they check out.
Yeah, I've noticed that when someone rambles, I start thinking about what I'll eat for dinner instead of listening.
Exactly. Next, use stories and examples. People love stories. They're easier to remember and more engaging than just facts.
That's true. Even when learning something new, I remember the stories, not the bullet points.
Another trick? Speak with energy. If you sound bored, people will feel bored. But if you sound excited, they'll be interested.
So, enthusiasm is contagious?
Totally. And here's a big one, make it about them. People love talking about themselves. If you show genuine interest, they'll naturally want to listen to you, too.
That's actually so simple but so powerful. More questions, listen more, and people will be more engaged when we talk.
All right, let's go over some key words from our conversation. First up, motivation.
Motivation is the feeling that pushes you to do something. For example, if you really want to get fit, motivation is what makes you wake up early and go to the gym. But motivation isn't always there, which is why habits are important.
Good point. Next one, getting boring.
This means when something is no longer interesting. If someone speaks in a monotone voice for too long, people stop paying attention because they find it boring.
Right. Now, let's talk about fun way.
A fun way is an enjoyable method of doing something. If you want to improve your speaking skills, a fun way to do it could be playing conversation games instead of just studying grammar rules.
That sounds much better than memorizing textbooks. Next, hobbies.
Hobbies are activities you enjoy doing in your free time, like painting, playing an instrument, or learning a new language. They can also help improve your communication skills because you meet people who share the same interests.
That's true. All right, here's when we talk about earlier. Track your progress.
To track your progress means to measure how much you are improving over time. For example, if you're learning English, you can track your progress by writing a journal in English every week and seeing how much better your writing becomes.
Nice. Last one, achievements.
Achievements are goals you reach after working hard. Could be something big like getting a degree or something small like successfully having your first conversation in English without hesitation. Every achievement counts.
Exactly. And if you want to achieve better conversations, remember the tips we shared today. So, if we want people to listen to us, we need to 1. Avoid talking only about ourselves. 2. Speak with confidence. 3. Stop interrupting. 4. Use energy and vocal variety. 5. Be concise and engaging.
This is actually super helpful. I'm going to test it out today.
Me too. And hey, if anyone watching this has struggled with being ignored in conversations, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your experiences.
And don't forget, if you found this video useful, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more tips on communication and confidence.